Hey guys, J here. Progressing through the Green Inferno and the spatial system would be really tiring if you don't take breaks every once in a while. However, if you can't see yourself getting back into the swing of JToH after a break, this part is perfect for you. This is the fourth part of this 5-part series, so if you haven't watched the previous parts, I recommend you watch them first. So, without further ado, let's teach almost everyone how to become an absolute burnout breaking master. Stage 7. The Crash. Listen, I know you're going to jump into the harder towers you've never finished or never even tried before, but let's think a little more here. Head back to some of the easier towers you've already beaten or haven't even done yet. Treat it as something easier to get you back into the swing of JToH, or EToH. Earlier areas are a good place to warm up your skills again. Think of it as a cleanup of the easier towers you haven't even tried before. Also, try some other obstacle courses like difficulty chairs while jumping harder towers, or tier lobbies, to warm you back up before you head back to a tower that you're currently grinding. Speaking of towers you're currently grinding, you don't exactly need to expect yourself to fluke the entire tower you are grinding. Although that is a possibility, you should instead focus on completing a floor or even just a tricky jump. Sometimes, the best way to get good is to see how to do a jump consistently, or at least know how to do it. Check out some JToH guys on YouTube and do them in a practice place. It's also good to come up with strategies yourself in the practice place. Even if all of the previous tips didn't help you, you still may get tired of JToH quickly. The thing is, JToH isn't exactly forgiving. In fact, it's not forgiving at all. All hell breaks loose when you get to the later sections, which, wink wink, stage 8, of JToH. I know you'll find yourself getting more and more infuriated as you fail more and more. Cursing me or the owner of JToH, or EToH, is not out of the question either. All of that can be avoided with one singular tip, which is to be patient. Yeah, that's it. The last thing I'm going to say that is the community is something you can check out, but just beware of JToH discussion. Things can get pretty wild over there. Stage 8. Respark. After getting back into JToH and getting used to everything again, let's do something a little bit more crazy. Beating a catastrophic tower. Now, you may think, why are you subjecting me to do a thing that I know I'll never do? I've beaten an SC, that's enough, right? Well, yes, technically everything from here is optional, but a lot, and I mean a lot of people like to go as far as they can go. So let's talk about your first kata, or starter katas that you can work on after beating 2 to 3 terrifyings. Unfortunately, I have some bad news. There aren't many towers in this difficulty that are actually good. Many people just go for the exact same tower for their first kata tower. Speaking of, Tower of Generation Failure. This tower is most people's first kata tower, of course. Even if this tower contains multiple outsides, difficult, and infamous jumps in between. And let's just say, many people can consider that this is a terrifying tower. So, yeah, not really good news either for that one. For places to practice more than normal if you want to do this tower, I recommend all of floor 9 and heavily practice floor 9 outside, and the start of floor 10, which is not knitted. Just want to give you a heads up though, after floor 5, this tower spikes a bit in difficulty. A little bit, just a little bit, but not really that much. But if you don't want to do TOGF and, well, get a girlfriend, you can do your next option, and actually your last option. Yeah, when I told you that this difficulty didn't have that many choices, I wasn't wrong. Tower of Descent into Exile, in Zone 8 at least. This tower is another popular option, although a lot more people play TOGF instead. TODI is shorter than TOGF and it's CO based, so Elite hobbyists are now thinking that this is also terrifying. Let's go. For stuff to practice more, floor 4 and above aren't really netted, and floor 10 especially spikes a little bit in difficulty as well. So, yeah, please practice those or you're not gonna have a good time in this. And to add on, floor 7 has a insta-kill net, and if you fall in there, back to floor 1, buddy. So, basically, 7 and above are very, very important to get down before you want to bash your head into a desk because you failed floor 7 in a real run. Thanks for watching this video. Well, speaking of this video, it was scripted in a rush because of my stupid procrastination on videos, and, well, as of recording this part, it's 13 February. Yes, February. Well, I have to edit this video in a month, and school is starting up in 5 days. Lovely schedule. Either way, I hope you enjoyed this video. JGFAE Part 5 will likely be in the middle of 2025 because, again, my procrastination strikes again. Thanks for watching.